Good morning, good morning. I'm here with another tarot reading for you. If this came across your feed, most likely it's for you, but just remember to use your discernment. Take what fits and leave the rest. This is a general reading. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay. I believe I'm talking to a divine feminine, and I'm talking to a badass bitch. And what I mean by that is, and it's funny, the dream that I had last night, I was thinking just before I press record, is that going to be relevant to the reading? Like, do I need to talk about it? And I think I do. I'm talking to a badass bitch. You are a boss bitch. You either have a great job, you've set up your own business, when it comes to finances, I'm not saying you necessarily are a multimillionaire or whatever it is, but you live a very comfortable life and you've done it yourself. And there's this element of you feeling trapped in the beautiful life that you've created. You feel trapped. And this could be due to you having a job that, you like enough and it pays the bills well and it pays you to have a great lifestyle, but you feel trapped. It's not what your soul is craving. And you feel like it's almost inhibiting your soul from shining, even though mentally you're having this battle, this back and forth with yourself, because you're saying, but this job or the business that you created, or whatever it is, it pays me so well, and it's actually like, it's not a big deal. It's, I should just be grateful. I should just be grateful. But there's this feeling of non-freedom. There's this freedom. There's this feeling of you being trapped. There's something inside you that's resisting. There's something inside you that's blocked. And can you see how she looks kind of solemn in the card? And the dream that I had was a dream about being free as a divine feminine when it comes to finances. And it was specifically 368,000, just like a number showing up in my dream. $368,000. So 368 could be significant for you. But when that number showed up in the dream, I understood that in the dream it had shown up out of nowhere from God. And there was this feeling of me as the divine feminine feeling liberated, because I had just been paid by God, paid to exist, which I think is what your soul is craving. And I think there's a last layer of you that's still attached to the old paradigm, to the old ways of working, to the old identity of you, which makes money by going to work, which makes money by producing output, and which makes money in a predictable way, in a certain way. And in the dream, you were freed. God gave you the money, and a lot of it. Okay, let's see what else we get. Literally, 9 of Pentacles in reverse which specifically in this deck, well, actually in the other deck that I like to use as well, she speaks to me as if she is a badass bitch. She's just picking at her abundant life. She's just going very calmly about her life, and she's just living her best life. Living a life that she cultivated for herself. You know, in her dress, picking grapes. She's got her money, she's got a house, she's chill. This came out in reverse, together with the Four of Swords in reverse. Four of Swords came out in reverse. And what this is telling me is that, you know, we have the Judgment in the reverse, the Hermit in reverse. Your soul feels trapped by the current life that you're living, even though you feel like you should be grateful. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Swords in reverse. These cards in reverse are telling me that you don't feel at ease in the life that you've created, even though the lifestyle that you created is what other people would kill for. Your soul is restless. There is something in life, maybe you know, maybe you don't know, that your soul wants to be doing, but it feels like it can't, it feels trapped because of the lifestyle that you've created for yourself. And if you were to leave the job, the business behind, what would that mean? Where would you get your funding from? How would you continue to be able to live the lifestyle that you're currently living? This is why you feel trapped, because your soul is not fully fulfilled, but you are comfortable. So this leaves you in a stuck and restless feeling in the current life that you're living right now. This is crazy. Okay, Knight of Swords came out first, and then Ace of Wands. So the Knight of Swords can be impatient, but the Knight of Swords is a knight of truth. And I think this is tapping into your restlessness around your current reality and what you're living, and your truth in your soul, the one that really wants to be expressed and the one that wants to be paid to exist, is kind of impatiently, you know, starting to bubble up more and more every day, which is why you feel trapped and which is why you feel stuck, because it's like it's starting to try and get your attention more and more and more. And it wants to get your attention to start to redirect you, maybe a little impatiently, towards this passionate new beginning that you can't see at the moment, I feel. You don't know what that's going to look like. You don't know how it's going to come. You don't know how you're going to pay your bills. You don't even really know what your truth is, as in, how do you get paid to exist? What does that mean? But you feel this impatience and you feel the truth welling up, I heard. And this is to get you ready. This is to get you prepared to be launched, I heard, into a passionate new beginning founded in truth. And Spirit's saying, and sometimes that requires a little impatience. Sometimes that requires barreling forward and, you know, not thinking so much and just getting on with it. And I think that this feeling is starting to take over. As in, it's getting louder every day in the morning when you wake up. And you're starting to not be able to deny it. Let's keep going. Two of Wands and King of Swords in reverse. Somehow this to me doesn't feel like it's you, Divine Feminine. So I'm going to get one or two more and see if we can clarify if it is you. Because I feel like before I pulled those cards, in my mind, I was thinking, I wonder if this, I wonder if this change in direction is required in the physical world by the feminine prior to her divine masculine counterpart coming in. We know everything's connected, right? At this point, we understand. We create our own reality. And I'm likely speaking to a collective of divine feminines who are on the divine union journey. And as we know, everything we think about, everything we look at, everything we do is connected. It's all energy, right? And before I pulled those cards, that was my line of thinking. And then these two came out. And I want to clarify, I don't think this is your energy. Spirit's telling me to just go for it. So I'll tell you what I see. There's the divine masculine. He's a little cold, he's a little distant, but I think this is representative of him being at a distance and him being held at a distance because you are at this threshold, because you are in this stagnancy, because you are in this redirection phase of your life. This masculine, your divine masculine, whether you've met him or not, him, her, not gender specific, whether you've met him or not, he has been held at a distance. Just sitting, waiting. I don't think he consciously understands what's going on, but energetically, being stopped from starting the journey towards you. I know that's annoying, but the biggest message that I'm getting through this, because he is the King of Swords that came out, is that him being held at this is fascinating, him being held at a distance and him being held back from coming in towards you and starting his journey towards you is because you are not following your soul's truth when it comes to the category of life of your finances. You are currently a single bad bitch. Yes, you are currently comfortable in your lifestyle. But the way in which you are comfortable with your lifestyle, the way in which those finances come in is via a means that doesn't fulfill your soul. There is a truth within you that wants to be expressed and wants to be paid for that expression. And that redirection is required. Unblocking your truth and stepping into your truth will allow the King of Swords energy, your masculine, in his truth to be unblocked from the journey towards you. Making a sense? Making a sense? You see how we're connected? On the divine union path, it's always a reflection. We are a reflection of each other. Making a sense? So your career, there's something going on in your career, and the theme is truth. Your masculine's truth, your masculine coming forward, coming out with it, coming towards you, being presented to you in truth, is going to be withheld from you until this redirection is made. I just heard we're not saying this to put pressure on you to make a brash and impulsive decision. But we are saying this to bring awareness to you about this connectedness between the two of you and how the area of your finances, the area of your career is connected to the divine union journey. You don't need to rush this. This is about awareness today. The star. I'm getting a message around needing to come back to your body for the divine feminine, needing to take a step back, needing to stop focusing so much on, oh my God, what do I need to do? How do I get out of this? Blah, 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 blah. Needing to take a step back, needing to almost ignore the problems or the stagnancy or the restlessness, needing to chill, breathe, do your breath work, do your meditation, and lean back into the support of God, of the universe, of your team. Allow yourself to be guided, and allow yourself to be guided moment by moment. Okay? This is not a journey where you're going to understand what to do step by step from start to finish. This is not like your 9 to 5. This is not like your business. You're not going to know which way the road is going to turn. Can you get into trust? Can you get into surrender? Especially as the divine feminine. As the divine feminines, one of our biggest lessons is learning to trust, learning to surrender control. Okay? Learning to lean back. And the way that you're being guided to do that right now, as in the practical advice that you're being given, which is, we love practical advice, is leave everything as it is. Don't make a change, don't do anything, but get back into your meditation. Get back into your breath work. Get back into your journaling. Allow yourself to be guided moment by moment. Allow yourself not to think so much about what you have to do and how you have to do it and where you have to go and what you have to fix and who you have to talk to and how you have to say things. And breath work, journaling, meditation. The more restless you are, the more we recommend breath work, because it gives you something to focus on, and it's a better way for you to get past your thinking mind into a calm, rested state where you are more open in your vessel to receive downloads, to receive guidance. Okay? Two of Pentacles, Page of Cups. I can't make this shit up. And I love that. Two of Pentacles and Page of Cups. This is telling me that when this balance comes in, i.e., when your financial situation stops being funded from a place of control, certainty, performance, output, and starts being funded from a place of truth, which you won't know how to do all at once, you won't know specifically what that means right now, but as you start to take the small guided steps, which you will get by doing the breath work, doing the meditation, as you start to rebalance where those finances come from, I just heard it won't be from one day to the next, but as you do that, as you get on that path, that emotional offer, Page of Cups, that emotional offer will start to make its way towards you. Okay? This is about following your truth. And it's about following your truth not just when it comes to your heart and love. We're talking about following your truth in every category of your life. And today specifically, we're talking about via what means you get your finances. Rebalancing the source of your finances and starting to walk the path of truth, step by step, will open the door for this emotional offer, this King of Swords, to start to come towards you. Okay, we got the Chariot in reverse and the Five of Wands. The Chariot is fast forward moving action. It's go energy. The Five of Wands is conflict. It's competition. I'm just going to pull a few more to clarify. Okay. So, Chariot in reverse, Five of Wands, I've shown them. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Then we have the Three of Cups in reverse. And then we have the Six of Pentacles upright. So, there's a blockage, Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This doesn't mean bad luck. I don't take it as bad luck. I just don't believe that. I believe, and I've been told, that everything happens for you and you can't make a wrong decision. I don't believe in I don't buy into the bullshit of, oh, that's bad luck, or that, you know what I mean. I just don't buy into it. So it's not a reality. The spirit just said, yeah. Okay. The Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is telling me more about this blockage. It's almost like this new beginning in love with this masculine that wants to come towards you. It's just been blocked because it's not the right, I was going to say it's not the right time, but they said, no, that's not what it is. Say what it is. I struggle with this. They said, just say it, because you are not the right vessel right now. Maria, I'm more like, everybody's perfect at every given moment. And they said, yeah, but people want to know what to do. So you are not the right vessel right now to receive the divine masculine coming forward towards you in truth with his heart open, presenting an offer to you, because of this imbalance that you currently have in terms of your truth not being the one funding your finances. That is the conflict. That is the competition. The competition for you, as in not by the masculine, but the competition between your truth and your comfort right now. And again, we're not saying quit your job, dive into unemployment, do it. That's not it. It's about listening to your truth, starting to listen to your truth, which I have a feeling that you either haven't been doing at all, or you've been doing but not enough, and not deeply enough, and not long enough. I just heard Spirit wants you to meditate. Spirit wants you to do breath work. Spirit wants you to get your journal out. Spirit wants you to really get honest with yourself about your truth. Spirit wants you to stop feeling guilty for not feeling fulfilled, regardless of how beautiful your life is and how amazing your finances are right now, and how blessed you feel like you should feel for having the job that you have or the business that you have. Spirit is encouraging you to just put that to the side and really open your heart and get honest with yourself about your truth. Because that is the conflict that I'm picking up on, that's blocking this new beginning in love for you. The Three of Cups in this deck, I read it generally as your angelic team, your angelic support team. The Chariot in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse, with the Five of Wands. There's been guidance for you, but you just haven't tapped into it, or you haven't been listening. listen. That's what Spirit. Can you listen? Yes. Okay. They also said, ask for help, ask for them to intervene, ask for signs, and be specific. As you meditate and as you do your breath work and as you clear the vessel of the ego, of the thinking, can you sit down and in purity, in truth, ask for help from your spirit team? You have them ready and willing to help you, but you're blocking them by not asking for them to step in. Remember, the reason that you have to ask them to step in and you have to be specific is because on earth we have free will. They cannot override your free will. So remember to ask. Ask for support, ask for guidance, ask for help. But before you do that, meditate or do your breath work. I think we recommend breath work. Okay? To get through that restlessness so that your vessel is more open and able to receive the downloads, to receive the messages, to receive the nudges, to receive the support. The Six of Pentacles, again, with the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles, it's a card of balance. This is a card of giving and taking, right? But I'm reading it as balance. Balance will come as a product of you following your truth. And we're telling you how you can follow your truth. Breathwork, meditate, listen to the guidance, ask for help, journal, take the small guided steps. A few more. I love when Spirit confirms like this. Okay, look at this. We had the Magician in reverse, followed by the Queen of Wands in reverse, followed by the Queen of Swords upright. Bitch, guess what our final card is? I love this card. The Emperor. And he's so sexy in this card. Like, damn. Okay. Magician and Queen of Wands in reverse is telling me that you are exhausted. And you're exhausted for a reason. This stagnancy, this kind of chokehold that you feel that you're in. You've been trying, keyword trying, to manifest your way out of it. You've been trying to take aligned action. You've been trying. But they haven't been founded in truth because you haven't been listening to the guidance, because you haven't been listening to your truth. Okay? The Queen of Swords coming out straight after is saying this is the missing piece. Queen of Swords are about truth and communication. So swords were important in this reading. The reason that your manifestations and you trying to take action and, maybe change things and do things and whatever it is hasn't been working is because it was coming from an energy, without you realizing it, it was coming from an energy of control. And what you need most right now is surrender. Okay? As it's the opposite of control. You need to surrender to guidance. You need to surrender to God. You need to surrender to your truth. And you need to surrender the need for certainty, the need to know every single step, the need to know what the end is going to look like. You need to free fall. Okay? This is again, I think I said it 3 times. This is a message about truth, your truth. And how you get to your truth is, guess. Okay? Our final card was the Emperor. Bitch, he is waiting for you. Look at him. Sexy ass, stoic. We love stoic. Well, we love them to open up, but we like them stoic. Just like, come on, babe. Come on, babe. You can do this. He's like, hold on. He's like ready to come and get you. So can you do your meditation? Can you do your breath work? Can you hone in on what truth means for you? Can you stop worrying about all the steps that you need to take to get to the end goal? Can you stop worrying about the end goal? Can you trust God a little bit more? Can you open up to angelic support a little bit more? Can you relax a little bit more? Can you stop putting the pressure on yourself that I should be grateful, I should just feel blessed, I'm so stupid for wanting something more or something different, or this is wrong, like I shouldn't desire this. Stop. Can you stop that and listen to what's calling you? What is keeping you restless is the fact that you're ignoring your truth. What's keeping you blocked is the fact that you're restless, and the fact that you're restless is that you're ignoring your truth. What's keeping your masculine at separation is the fact that you're ignoring your truth. Okay? The vessel has to be ready. How do you prepare the vessel? Truth. How do you get to truth? You meditate. You do breath work. Okay? We're going to leave it there. We love you long time. And let us know in the comments if this resonated. We have been loving reading your comments and getting to know you guys. So wishing you a blessed day, and we'll see you in the next one.